Hi, my name's Jena. I feel like it's time that I start stepping out and sharing my story. I grew up in a home that was abusive. It's not unlike a lot of people. I married someone that was abusive and ended up divorced. As a matter of fact, I did it twice. And in the midst of all that, also became a statistic in another way. I was carrying my groceries home one night, and a stranger, a serial rapist, attacked me. And I ended up having to have surgery on my face. I had surgery under my eye and have a wire in my cheek and different things like that. I hit the bottom. I pretty much wanted to quit. I was full of rage and anger, and how could this happen to me? How could God let this happen to me? And I thought, God knew that I had already been through enough. How could more happen? Because I thought, well, if I've been through enough, more can't happen. But it can, sometimes. God gives everyone free will, even those who choose to do bad things, whether it be parents, friends, siblings, neighbors, strangers. It doesn't matter. Everyone gets a free will. What they do with it is their choice. Unfortunately, some of us pay the price for that. They will pay the price too at some point if they don't repent, but the point is that we need to come to a place where we do something about us. So I reached a point where I knew that, okay, either I give my heart to God and go to heaven, or I don't, and I go to hell. And I thought, well, he's a mean God. I really between a rock and a hard place. And I thought, fine, I'll give my heart to you, God, but I don't think you're nice. It's kind of how I ended up doing it. I did it when I was a little girl, but I didn't really know. I didn't know a lot about God at that time. I thought God was like my dad. So I didn't really give my whole self and heart to him. I just kind of went through the motions. I kind of wanted God in my life, but I kind of didn't. I pushed him out. So anyway, I also reached a point where I met this lady. Her name was Miriam, and she told me that her cousin had raped her, and that she quit talking for a year. She wouldn't speak. And I said, how did you get to the other side? How did you get to where you even speak now? She said, because one day I told God, if you're going to fix me, do it quick. So I did. I said, God, if you're going to fix me, do it quick. I said, I can't live like this. I'll have no future, I'll have no life, and I'd rather die. So if you're going to do it, do it. And he did. I ended up on a very quick path to all the right people. Yes, I did meet a few of the wrong type of counselors, but something inside of me knew that they were the wrong kind of counselors, and I think it's because of my prayer. And I would quit going to them. I knew instinctively that I needed someone to help me, not just emotionally, but spiritually. No one had ever told me that. Somehow I just knew it. It had to have been God that put that in me too. So that's what I sought out. I knew that some things had to be cut and broken inside of me to cut those chains and the bondage that was put on me from the violations in my life. And that was the beginning of me getting well. I want to start telling my story because some people out there don't think they can ever get to the other side. I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you're a little girl, a little boy. I don't care if you're an old woman, old man. you can get to the other side and you can start to live again. Because if you don't get to the other side, you really aren't living. You really are stuck. And it's not a good place. It's a place of death, essentially. So I want to encourage you to stay on this journey with me while I share my story, because I want to see many people get to the other side. I'll be back again.